If you are in second year BCom or BBA and want to try investment banking or private equity before going for an MBA, this video is the exact roadmap I wish someone handed over to me. At the end of this video, I'll give you a simple 12 to 18 month timeline that you can screenshot and keep it with yourself. This video is for you if you are in your second year UG, you're curious about IBP but not sure if it's for you, and you want to test it properly before spending lakhs on an MBA. Hi, my name is Anuj. A little background about me. I've done BCom Honors from DU, MBA in Finance from SPJIMR and CFA Level 1. I've had IB experience before MBA as well as during summer internships, and I'm currently working as a consultant. So I'll divide this journey for you into 4 parts. Part 1 is the foundation, what you must learn. Step 1 is building a foundation strong enough that someone in IB or PE can take you seriously for an internship even without an MBA. If I was in second year today, I'd focus the next 3 to 6 months on 3 basics. 1 is accounting. You need to comfortably read and know how the 3 financial statements are linked. That is income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. Answer questions like how does the company make money? What drives the margins? How do changes in working capital or debt show up in the numbers? Second is the Excel. You don't need macros, you need speed and clarity on formulas like XLOOKUP, sum, average if, index match. You need to know the formatting, clean tables, number formats, basic charts. Shortcuts so you don't have to pick up the mouse for everything. Third is the valuation and business thinking. The goal isn't to build a perfect model, it's to think like an analyst. I would learn simple 3-statement model, basics of DCF, relative valuation. You should reach a point where you can take any Indian public listed company, read about it for a few hours and say, here's what they do, here's how they make money, here's roughly how I'd value them, and here are the key risks. Part 2 is proof, what shows you're serious. Now, if you want to test IBP before MBA, you need proof that you're not just a random student who just watched a few YouTube videos. Proof is the evidence that you have done the work. And I'd build proof in 3 ways. 1 is self-initiated projects. These are your biggest weapon as a second year student. Pick 3 to 4 companies in sectors you understand a bit. It can be bank, FMCG, capital goods, anything. For each company, read their annual reports and 1 to 2 con call transcripts. Build an Excel model, 3 to 5 years forecast, DCF, simple comps table. Write a 1 to 2 page mini stock note. It should have business overview, key drivers, thesis, risks, etc. Now you have actual work to show when you reach out to people in IBP. Second thing is the competition and internships. Look for equity research, stock pitch competitions, corporate finance, valuation case comps, any opportunities where you analyze a company and present it to judges. Reaching campus or even national finals is a strong point in your CV and gives you a spike. If you get a short internship in a small research house, PMS, boutique IB, or a consulting corporate finance team, that's even better. Even if the brand is small, the experience is real. Third is certifications. If you see yourself long-term in finance, plan for CFA Level 1 or FRM at a practical time. It can be in final year. Consider one good modeling course that teaches you to build models. Part 3 is packaging, how to present yourself. Once you have a bit of foundation and the proof, the next part is packaging, that is how you appear on paper and online. First part of this is resume. By mid-third year, your resume should show education, which should show your degree and key academic achievements, your projects, 2 to 4 bullet points that talk about real work. For example, built a 5-year DCF and trading comps for XX company, analyzed revenue drivers and margins. Third thing is competitions. Any relevant finance business finals or notable ranks. Then you have your experience, even short internships if you actually did some analysis, research or financial work. Avoid stuffing it with general college fest roles. Please keep it outcome driven. Then comes your portfolio. Create a simple portfolio folder. It can be on Google Drive. It should have 2 to 3 clean Excel models, 2 to 3 stock notes, pitch decks. Whenever you talk to someone in IBP, you can say, if you're open, I'd love to share a short model I built and get your feedback. And this is much more effective than saying, I'm just passionate about finance. Then comes your LinkedIn presence. Create a clean and catchy headline. Write a short story in the about section, where you study, what you're learning, what projects have you worked on, and what are you looking for. Then comes your activity. Occasionally share snippets of your learnings, like this is one company that I researched upon and this is what I learned from it. This makes your outreach more credible later. Part 4, the most important part, is break-in. How you actually test IBPE before MBA. If your goal is to try IBPE before MBA, you need at least one internship or project close to these areas. Now, first thing, who to target. Instead of just only dreaming about big pulse bracket names, focus on boutique IBs, M&A advisory firms, small PEVC family offices, PMS funds, AIF funds, corporate finance or transaction advisory teams in CA or consulting firms. These places are far more likely to give a hungry second year student a shot, especially for part-time or project-based work. Second, how to reach that. Every week, search for headlines like analyst investment banking, analyst private equity, analyst venture capital, equity research analyst, investment analyst. Then look for people with common factors like your undergrad college, school, city, etc. Send 5 to 10 personalized messages a week. Something like this template can work for you, which is here on the screen. Don't ask for internships in the first message. Use the first call to learn and build a relationship. Then later you can say, if there's ever a scope for short or project-based internship where I can help with research or basic model or anything, I'd love to contribute. This is a much more effective way. Realistically, as a second year student or a third year student, a win would look like 1 to 2 internships in a boutique IB or PE or research or corporate finance, 3 to 4 solid projects and stock pitches, a network of maybe 5 to 10 people in and around the IB who can know you by name basically. If you achieve this, you now know what the work actually feels like, have a stronger story for MBA applications, might even convert one internship into a pre-MBA full-time role. Now here's a simple yet effective timeline for you to screenshot and follow. Month 1 to 3, lay the foundation. Month 4 to 6, build proof. Month 7 to 12, package and reach out. Month 12 to 18, test and decide. Now, if you are in second year and thinking of an MBA later, testing IB or PE now is one of the smartest thing you can do. Worst case, you realize it's not for you and you save lakhs in your MBA. Best case, you get a head start most people never even try for. In the upcoming videos, I'll break down how to build DCF models step by step, how to structure your finance CV, and other relevant topics that you guys put in the comments. You can also book a one-to-one consultation with me on TopMate. I'll put the link in the description. And if this helped, please subscribe and share it with those friends who are also planning to go for IBPE before MBA. Thank you so much.